Picking up the years I leave behind. Getting in my car, I drive as memories fly by. Driving by the...
Hey y'all, welcome back to Simple Living. I'm Michelle Davenport and I'm bringing you one of my favorite desserts before I became vegan for holidays and special occasions. My grandmother used to make a vanilla custard banana pudding with vanilla wafers, and I haven't been able to have that since I turned vegan like over 2 years ago. So today is the day. I think I found the perfect recipe. I ordered the vanilla wafers, and we're gonna make the custard to make that pudding today. And then I'm gonna give you two options for the whipped cream. You can use the SoDelicious Coco Whip cream, which I absolutely love, and it's the easy, simple way to do it. Or Silks came out with a heavy cream, and so I'll be trying that for the first time today and giving you a little review on that as far as homemade whipped cream. So I'm super excited because this is what I've been doing over the last couple of years, is taking some of my family's favorite recipes and veganizing them. And today is the day that I veganized my grandmother's vanilla cream pudding with wafers, banana cream pudding with wafers and whipped cream. So I have to be honest with you. I taped the intro to this already. This is my second take because all through it, I was talking about a banana cream pie. And so I even got my graham cracker crust out, ready to go. And so if you hear me talking about banana cream pie throughout the video, please forgive me. I've already made the custard. I'm not gonna reshoot it. So I am strictly talking about vanilla banana pudding, vanilla wafer banana pudding. So just disregard each time I talk about a pie, would you? So sorry. Oh, this is a woman that's got too many things on her brain while she's trying to tape. So anyway, stay tuned for the banana, I can't even say it, the banana cream pie with vanilla wafers and whipped cream with two options. All right, stay tuned if you want to have a giggle and you want to just see maybe how I whip up this pudding. All right, bye. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a half a cup of full fat coconut milk in a can, not like in a carton, and we're gonna add it to a small container. I'm just using a glass measuring cup. And then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, or you can use any other kind of thickener that you have on hand. So 3 tablespoons of this, and this is gonna help thicken our custard. No egg, so I'm interested in how this is gonna turn out. Okay, then we're gonna stir this together and set it aside. Okay, now that we have our coconut, our half a cup of coconut milk and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in a bowl separate, we're gonna add the rest of this can of coconut milk to a saucepan. And we're gonna go ahead and add a half a cup of sugar and just a pinch of salt. And we're gonna bring this to a simmer, stirring quite frequently because we don't want anything to stick. We're gonna bring it to a simmer. Half a cup of sugar. And a pinch of salt. That's it. We're just gonna whisk it till it comes to a simmer. Okay, we have brought that mixture to a simmer while stirring, and now we're gonna add in our coconut, our half a cup of coconut milk and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, and this will thicken our custard. So we're gonna add that in. right, we're gonna stir that in. And then we're gonna bring this to a boil. And this is gonna take 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, turned off the heat. There's your custard. Then you want to add the final ingredient, which would be 2 tablespoons of unrefined coconut oil and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla, good vanilla. I used, I think, 2 teaspoons. I love the vanilla flavor, but you do you, however you want. But the recipe is 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla to 2 tablespoons of unrefined coconut oil. So turn off the heat. Stir it all together. It's all incorporated and the coconut oil is melted. And then you're gonna let this cool for about 15 minutes. If you don't want it to form like a skin on top, go ahead and put a piece of plastic wrap down on top of the custard, and that'll keep it, you know, pull you out a sheet of plastic wrap and press down till it touches the custard, and that way it won't form a skin. And you're gonna let it cool for 15 minutes and cover it. Let it set up in the icebox 2 to 4 hours. Then we're gonna add our bananas and our vegan whipped cream, and I'll give you 2 options for vegan whipped cream. But that's it. I'm gonna let this cool, and I'll meet you back here in a couple hours. Okay, y'all, here's the Silk heavy cream. I'll be trying for the first time. I gave it a good shake, and I'm just gonna put in half of it. A little bit more than half. And we're gonna just start to whip it, and then we'll add our powdered sugar and our vanilla. Add about 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And just a drizzle of vanilla, about 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon, and then we're going to whip it again. Okay, I'm done whipping, and it doesn't really have the consistency that I would like. It's first time using it. I mean, it kind of sticks to this. It's well, I mean, it's not bad. It's just not as thick as I'm used to with the cocoa. The SoDelicious Coco Whip is really thick. But this is really good. So I'm gonna pop it in the refrigerator and hope it sets up and gets a little thicker, but this tastes amazing. So I just added 1/2 carton of the Silk heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and about 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. That's it. Whipped it up until for about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and there, that shows you how thick it is. So anyway, put it in the icebox. All right, y'all, my vanilla custard has been sitting in the icebox for about 2 hours, and it has gotten super thick. So if we were concerned with that, you don't have to be, because that is pretty darn thick. So, I mean, it doesn't make that much. So if you're gonna make this for a family of more than 2, I would suggest you triple the recipe, which the recipe will be linked in the description box below. But anyway, so first of all, before I get ahead of myself, I'm gonna put these vanilla wafers all on the bottom. I cannot wait to try this. This is something my grandma used to make all the time, and then my mother. So I'm pretty excited. We will have this for our dessert tonight after we make vegan smash burgers. All right, so you're gonna line your bowl like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and put, and this is super thick, so go ahead and put a layer of your pudding on the bottom. Okay. Okay, and another layer of your vanilla wafers. My grandmother used to crumble some up in there as well, so when you got a bite you would have some crumbly vanilla wafers. So I think I'm going to do that too. Just break a couple in there. And then you're going to do this again. And you're just going to keep doing it. I think I have enough to layer it one more time. And then we're going to put the whipped cream on top of it. And you have two choices. You can do, this is simple living, so you can do the simple method and just go out and buy some SoDelicious Coco Whip and throw that on top. Or you can try my recipe for the silk heavy cream and use that on top. Uh-oh. We also need to put our bananas in there as well. Now this recipe called to just put them on top, but I told myself do not forget to put them on in here, layer them. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it on there now because I did forget. Okay. There we go. Spread that out. Mix those bananas in. That. And then I'm going to go ahead and crumble some more on top. This might be enough for 3 people because it's going to be, there's a lot of layers going on here. One more. Okay, and then we're going to use the last bit of our custard.
It's nothing like us. Chased happiness, ended up on a one-way street. We're leading nowhere. That's why I leave. Past the creek where we used to swim. Jump the fence before the summer begins. And getting cool in the summer heat with you, my sweet. Sitting in the back of your car, wishing for this road to take us far. Now I've been way too long, I'm going home. Oh, sweet memories of a town I love, but oh, changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one that got away? Sweet memories of the town I love, but oh, changed when you left. I keep on asking myself in my mind, were you the one? Were you the one? Always on my mind. Were you the one? Always there. Were you the one that got away?
Okay, y'all, thanks for stopping by Simple Living today. I made that banana wafers pudding vegan, and I'm now gonna taste it and let you know if we achieved our goal of bringing back those memories from my childhood, and I'll taste it now. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks good. All right. And to be honest, I put both whipped creams. I put the SoDelicious on here and then the homemade. So the homemade one will be in the description box below, but the SoDelicious you can find at most Hy-Vee, I believe Whole Foods, and Sprouts. All right, let's see what this tastes like. That's my childhood in a bowl. That is so good. My grandmother used to make it, and oh my gosh, I love it.
When I met you, you made me happy, we danced through the night. Life was music and I was your wife. Time flies and the years went by, still I tried. Oh,